Okay, let us look over our positions.
Sir, we have encountered heavy resistance from enemy forces on the Western Front. Our troops are struggling to advance.
Ugh. So why don't we move the 5th Panzer Division over here to support our troops? Seems easy enough.
It is a challenge, Mr. President. You see this elevated area? Those are the Barnack Heights.
The Barnack Heights does not sound too bad. Sounds like a nice place.
Oh, they can be quite beautiful, sir. But they are 800 meters high. It is not what you call great tank terrain.
Ugh. Games were more two-dimensional when I was growing up. I am not a great fan of this one.
We have some T-72 tanks on standby. We could send them to support our troops.
I remember my first time in a T-72.
Oh.
My friend Piotr was really way too big to be stationed in a panzer division. And Ilya always insisted on making tea when we were in the roughest terrain. Those were the good old days.
That is a lovely story and all. But what about the troop movements?
Life in a tank is not at all how you imagine it.
I imagine it to be crowded and claustrophobic. You mean it is not like that?
Well, yes. But that is only 90% of the time. The rest is good times all around. If people only knew this, enlisting new soldiers should be a walk in Gorky Park. Now, back to business. How come we have not made more progress in Kurgansk?
Snipers are limiting our possibilities to advance quickly.
Ugh, snipers. Cowards hiding, far from the fight. Such filthy methods should not be allowed.
I agree, sir.
I guess the ethics committee really dropped the ball on that one. Ah, Mr. Black Fox, welcome.
My name is not actually Black Fox. That is the name of our organization. I am Colonel Molkov.
Well then, Colonel Molkov, welcome.
At your service, Mr. President.
Thank you for joining me. I have heard of your expertise in certain areas.
I have been known to locate a thing or two, or to make them disappear.
This concerns our situation in Kyrgyzstan. We have a little mission that requires a delicate touch.
I see. You need someone to get their hands dirty, without asking any questions.
There is a saying in the village where I was brought up. If you cut off the head of the snake,
You are eliminating the problem at the source.
oh no. Then the rest of the snakes will feed on the carcass.
Oh, I am not familiar with this expression. Well, same result, I guess.
There are things that our army is neither capable of, nor comfortable with performing.
Of course, that is usually where we come in.
I believe a small group of elite soldiers with specialized skills could cross into enemy territory unnoticed. And when in place, could eliminate our snake infestation.
We have been successful before. We are taking on a big risk here. I expect we will be compensated accordingly.
There are plenty of benefits that come with serving your country, like getting to stay alive. But there will be a significant bonus for you if President Chernovsky does not make it through the month. I am not convinced that our hackers or mercenary friends will get the job done. We secured our long-term provisions yesterday. But we need a backup plan in case everything else fails.
Good idea, Mr. President. How should we go about it?
Have we considered the possibility of a scorched earth approach?
Well, historically we have used this strategy with great success. But those times we were the ones being attacked.
Have none of you read von Clausewitz? I am talking about carpet bombing the area.
Carpet bombing. The number of casualties would be considerable, if not devastating.
Yes. That is the sort of result I was looking for.
On both sides, Mr. President. We have no way of avoiding hitting our own troops with that type of attack.
Well, we can always send in more troops.
Not to mention the civilian casualties.
I am sure there would be even greater civilian casualties if this drags out any longer.
I am also quite sure it would be a breach of the Geneva Convention.
I never found conventions very interesting. Our troops would finally be able to advance on the capital.
Certainly, sir, but I don't think it is worth the sacrifice.
It is good then, that the decision does not lie with you.